This is John Kohler with OKRaw.com. Today I'm going to answer a question: how can you increase your percentage of raw foods that you're eating? Now, we all know that fresh fruits and fresh vegetables should make up the majority of your raw foods diet, and I encourage you to always increase your percentage of raw fruits and vegetables you're eating and minimize even all those raw processed foods that you still might be eating, but I hope you've ditched. Things like cacao and agave and things that come in packages and bottles and jars. We want to be eating nature's foods. Nature's foods are foods that appear in nature. I'm standing underneath a tree. Foods like I could pick right from a tree and eat, that don't need to be in a package, bottle, or jar, don't need to be extracted or processed. For example, agave nectar comes in a bottle, and you can't just pull agave nectar, or you can't start sucking agave leaves. Actually, they'll burn your tongue. It needs to be processed before you can eat it. So naturally, it wouldn't be able to be consumed raw. In this episode today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you my number one technique for eating more raw foods in your diet. And it's very simple. And as a friend would say, it's very simple. All you need to do is use this one simple technique, and it is called CANI. C-A-N-I. 4 little letters stand for 4 words, and these 4 words are constant and never-ending improvement. So what does constant and never-ending improvement means? That means that whatever you did today, you're going to do better tomorrow, and whatever you do tomorrow, you're going to do better and improve on that the following day. So every single day of your life, in raw foods and hopefully in other things you do, maybe your job, maybe with your relationships, maybe with fixing your car, you're going to constantly and never ending improve your skills or how you do it. So with raw foods, constant and never ending improvement is really simple. Today you eat 1 apple, tomorrow you eat 2 apples. And guess what? Your success. And you want to set yourself up for success each and every day. And you could do this by setting small incremental goals that you could constantly and never ending improve on so that you can reach them and obtain them. Because when you do that, you'll easily be a winner and a success, and you'll be constantly improving. If you set a lofty goal like, I'm going to be 100% raw tomorrow for the rest of my life. And I know many people that have said that, including myself, and I have been able to maintain a 99.999% raw food diet, but I don't recommend that for everybody. I recommend a good, strong 80 to 90% raw food diet. And once again, this is whole raw food diet, meaning whole raw food plant foods, things that are whole, like fresh fruits and fresh vegetables, nuts and seeds, seaweeds, and I'm not talking about processed raw foods. Now, if you are going to eat cooked foods, in my opinion, the best cooked foods to eat are, once again, whole cooked foods. So, steamed vegetables are probably some of the best things you could eat. That being said, where you end up and how much raw you eat is completely up to you. Don't let me or any other raw food teacher tell you what you should do, but maybe take what the raw food teachers and what people do into your consideration and figure out what is right for you, and figure it out. Try 80% raw for a week with 10% whole vegan cooked foods. See how you feel. Maybe you'll feel great. Maybe you'll bump that up to 100% raw foods, and maybe you'll feel the same as on the 80% or 90% raw foods. Well, then you might want to do the thing that's going to be easiest and best for you, because also the emotions get into play when you think, oh, I'm all raw and I can't eat these things. Then your emotions start messing with you. Like when you think you can't do something, you kind of want to do it. And I've seen a lot of people maybe, lose track of the raw foods that because they make these high and lofty goals. So once again, constantly and never ending improvement means eating 1 extra apple slice a day or 1 extra raisin instead of eating that candy bar. Hey, you're a success. But every day of your life, constantly and never ending improvement is the way to go. Remember, by the inch it's a cinch, by the yard it's hard. Once again, this is John Kohler with OKRaw.com. We'll see you next time, and keep eating your fresh fruits and vegetables.